All right, everybody, we're back with New Japan Pro Wrestling presents the King of Pro Wrestling pay-per-view, and we are just getting back from intermission. We have our New Japan World player set to 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 25 seconds. We'll be hitting play on go yet again. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're starting things off with a Shinsuke Nakamura match, which, as some of you may know, Shinsuke Nakamura is my favorite New Japan Pro Wrestling performer, and it looks like he is going against Karl Anderson. Oh, it's a tag match. It's a tag match. So it's Nakamura, Toru Yano, and Sakuraba versus Anderson, Gallows, and Fale.
Yes, and we know that the machine gun Karl Anderson, one of the best in the game today, in my opinion. I think you've used the word underrated to
Yep.
describe the machine gun. He has aspirations to take Shinsuke Nakamura's Intercontinental Championship, and I will be rooting for Karl Anderson when that time comes. It's about time that Karl Anderson made a splash in the singles division. Nice
Really?
back and forth here. Absolutely. Karl Anderson is amazing. He's better than everybody in that ring, save for his tag team partners, because the Bullet Club are a cohesive unit, and he deserves to be IWGP Intercontinental Champion. So,
Wow.
I look
Okay.
forward to that title shot. Yes, absolutely.
I've heard a rumor that he might be working double duty at Wrestle Kingdom 10. He might be vying for the Intercontinental Championship and defending or vying for the tag team championships as well.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, a machine gun, doesn't slow down and only speeds up its fire, doesn't
He's a
care who it hits.
workhorse.
Indeed, he is. And it's fitting that both matches are championship matches, because if it's not gold, it ain't worth squat to Karl Anderson. And here is Sakuraba.
Sakuraba is really different. He brings a very different dynamic to this match.
One of the most
Really,
lethal.
all three members on the Chaos side of things are very different because you've got Nakamura, who is a strong style, more pro wrestler kind of guy, and then Sakuraba is more of a shoot style MMA fighter, and then Toru Yano just cheats and does everything he can to, you know, piss the opponents off, and the ref just kind of lets him do it. So very, very different styles on that side.
But look at Doc Gallows there, that raw animalistic power. There's no finesse to it. There's no form to it. It's just hit you until you go down. I love it. And Karl Anderson continuing to work on Shinsuke Nakamura. He's looking to send a message before that upcoming Intercontinental Championship match.
Yeah.
Now look at that loser, Matt Striker, trying to get involved. Yeah, Matt, just stand behind the desk. Your wrestling days are behind you. Know that Karl Anderson, the superior athlete, is going to work in picking Shinsuke Nakamura apart.
I gotta say though, it is pretty cool that Stryker and Kelly are able to actually be in Japan to commentate this.
I would agree. I mean, it would be much better if you and I were there, because we're the consummate professionals, but I digress. As you see now, Doc Gallows with the body shots, a nice uppercut there to Sakuraba, one of the most dangerous men I've ever seen in a freaking jersey. And now, Bad Luck Fale gets the tag. Look at them. Look at how cohesively they're working together. Isn't the Bullet Club just so dominant? I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's a building standing on your back. That can't feel good.
I mean, it'd be a really small building. Maybe like a porta potty.
Yeah, but, tell that to Sakuraba. Tell that who's actually getting stood on. I mean, you're sitting in the comfort of your chair, making light of the situation. Sakuraba's back is being all discombobulated, and I love it. Now, continue to work there, Fale. Now, look at this. Look at this arrogant cover. I love it. Bad Luck Fale knows he's in complete control, and Sakuraba only prolonging the inevitable. Now,
Really?
tag. That's right. That's right. There's no chance. I mean, look at him sucking for air. He couldn't even breathe when Fale was sitting on him. Can you imagine the pain? And yeah, Fale telling Karl Anderson telling Nakamura exactly what he thinks of him. Fale just got done doing the damage. And oh, no!
Triangle!
No! And look at Fale, though, taking out the opposition there in the corner. And then Gallows able to take care of business there for Karl Anderson. Karl Anderson there back on the attack. This is not MMA, this is pro wrestling. Sakuraba should know better. How dare he try and pick apart the arm of Karl Anderson?
And Karl Anderson again mocking Shinsuke Nakamura's catchphrase.
As he should. Remember, it was...
Oh, here comes Nakamura, though!
Oh, crap. Shinsuke Nakamura, a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. I will never deny that he's good. I just think Karl Anderson is that much better. Nice.
Did you see that drop kick? 1 foot directly to the face.
Yeah, I did see it, thank you. Karl Anderson will recover from this. Remember, it was Karl Anderson who beat Shinsuke Nakamura in the G1 Climax.
And yet, who is the Intercontinental Champion right now?
Shinsuke Nakamura. But you said it yourself. For now. Karl Anderson, when he gets that title match, he's going to have a game plan set for the King of Strong Style, and you will have a new Intercontinental Champion.
I mean, for what it's worth, I didn't say for now. I said right now.
Well, Ashton, look, we can argue that point all day. What you can argue, what you can't deny, is that Karl Anderson is at his most dangerous right now. He's never been better. I want you to give
He doesn't look all that dangerous right now, considering what Nakamura has been doing to him.
Now, you listen here. You give Karl Anderson his due right now. You tell me that he's a great athlete. Go on. I'll wait. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge that. Oh, wait, crap, no. And yes! Doc Gallows there helping his tag team partner. Fundamental tag team wrestling at the forefront there. Just completely stops in his tracks the Intercontinental Champion.
Here we go. And there's your pump kick. And your big splash from Gallows.
Look at the dominance here by Karl Anderson, and now the double team. And Karl Anderson here may just be about to pin the Intercontinental Champion for a second time. And the kick out. I mean, look, I won't deny that Shinsuke Nakamura is a proud Intercontinental Champion. One of the best ever. I mean, hell, I think he made that championship. But there comes a time when you look in the mirror and you have to realize that you've had your day in the sun.
Oh my God!
Oh, God. But he can't capitalize. Thanks to the number that Karl Anderson did on him, Shinsuke Nakamura cannot capitalize.
And Doc Gallows.
Well, mostly Karl Anderson.
Gallows.
And now
Toriano. Fale.
And Toriano going to have a little bit of fun here at Fale's expense. These two have history in the G1 Climax as well. In fact, I believe Toriano, if I'm not mistaken, beat Fale by countout.
Yeah, that was the only countout win of the entire tournament.
And Fale, though, look at him. He's focused. He's ferocious. He's not going to take any of Toriano's crap. And now, sandwich
what a splash.
Exactly. That is power.
Oh,
that is
going for a bad luck fall already?
And if he hits it here, you can just take Toriano out of the equation. And Sakuraba, they're not minding his business. And he gets isolated there by Doc Gallows.
Sound tag team wrestling from Sakuraba. Oh, and in comes Tama Tonga cheating.
Hey, you're the one who said when you're a part of the same team, there's no such thing as cheating.
That is true. Which makes it not cheating, but, I mean, that's
cheating. Now that's cheating right there. Hey!
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That referee had no business making that count. Toriano should have gotten his whole team disqualified. Shinsuke Nakamura had to cheat with his teammates to get the win here. Absolutely.
Nakamura didn't cheat at all.
Shinsuke Nakamura, I will go on record right now and say he is a disgrace of an Intercontinental Champion. Karl Anderson was fighting with honor, valiance, and dignity, and that's what happens.
Karl Anderson didn't even get pinned.
Well, so did Bad Luck Fale. He, too, fought with valor, honor, and dignity, and he gets low-blowed for it. You condone these actions? Unbelievable.
You are ridiculous right now.
I'm ridiculous. I'm ridiculous when that man who parades around with the Intercontinental Championship is going to be totally glad that his teammate cheated, because Shinsuke Nakamura knows that when he looks in the mirror, he isn't even 1/10 the man that Karl Anderson is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, walk out, Shinsuke. You and your 5 Intercontinental titles and multiple world title wins, thinking you're one of the greatest ever. That is until you come up against the machine gun.
Okay. This took a turn for the weird.
Did it? Did it really?
Yeah, it did. You're being really, really aggressive right now.
Hey, blame Toriano, man. He did the low blow.
He always does low blows. That's how he wrestles.
But the referee, if we actually had just one freaking competent referee in New Japan, they would have seen it. They would have thrown the match out. That man should be your winner of this tag team.
I've already said it, John. Toriano is better at cheating to win wrestling matches than most people are at wrestling to win wrestling matches.
Yeah, well, you see that gesture by Karl Anderson? That's what he's telling you right now. He's telling every pitiful loser in this arena, suck it, because he's still the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. That's all that matters here.
Okay. Oh, what's our next match going to be?
Yeah, what is our next match going to be? I'm dying to know here. Is it going to be the heavyweight championship match?
I doubt it.
No, never
Openweight.
All right.
I think it's going to be Makabe Ishii again.
Well, this is going to be a barn burner, to be sure. Makabe and Ishii, they could throw bombs all day long. And personally, I'm looking to see the Stone Pitbull regain his never openweight championship.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I could see this go either way actually.
I could as well, but you know what? Ishii was so impressive in the G1 climax, and even when he loses, he gives you everything he has to give, and then some. So, even if Makabe does retain, there can be no denying on either side of this that it's not going to be a fight. He's not going to really have to work for it, because he's in for the fight of his life, is Makabe here. Now we're just awaiting Ishii's arrival here.
Didn't Ishii and Makabe finish G1 with the same record?
I believe they did. Ishii started out strong, but he ended pretty lukewarm.
Yeah.
Makabe, I think, had the opposite problem. He started out pretty rough, but then he made it back towards the end.
I
But
feel like they both finished 5-4.
yeah, I mean, I believe you're right about that. But Ishii was so impressive at first because he was racking up an undefeated streak. Like he was really nipping at the heels of Okada
Until he ran up against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, how unfortunate. The disgrace of the Intercontinental title. Shinsuke Nakamura. Ugh.
Boy, you turned on him quick.
Hey, he turned on all of these people, which, I mean, granted, normally I would commend, but I'm telling you, he doesn't know what he's in for with Karl Anderson. He'll find out, but that's another day. Tonight it's about the never openweight championship, and Makabe better have his head on straight, or else Ishii will knock it clean off his shoulders.
What?
Exactly. And Makabe. How many times have these two been in the ring together anyway?
I think a minimum of 4 just this year.
So they really know each other very intimately.
No, that's including this match, but yeah.
I mean, you get to be in the ring with somebody so many times, and you really begin to understand them. You almost get to know what they're going for at certain points in a matchup.
I don't think you need to be in the ring with either one of these guys more than once to know what they're going to do, because they don't ever really change their game plans up.
No, there's really no finesse to either of these guys. There's really no nuance or anything like that. And yet, I don't even really say that as a critique. I mean, Makabe is the never openweight champion. Ishii's the hungry challenger. He's been there before. He's also held that belt. So, who are we to judge when these guys are in the position that they're in? And we will see here. Because really, I think you said it best. I mean, they really only do one thing. So it's going to be who really falls the hardest. And whoever does will lose this match.
I love the immediate tie-up here. Just kind of testing strength here, and immediately just a disrespect sign of disrespect shown by Ishii there, the slap to the face. Oh, and he got back into the rope and slapped Makabe anyway.
And you know what? I love it. Slap him in the face again. You've got to let your opponent know I'm better than you. That's what Ishii's doing here. It's a mind game, and I love it. That's how you win championships. That's how you get the job done. So for Ishii, I really think he's got a good strategy here, but Makabe, though, isn't going to go quietly.
These guys are so evenly matched.
Yeah, absolutely. You really can't say that one is superior than the other. I do feel
it's so strange, too, because they look so different. Like, you've got Ishii's kind of like this short little squat guy, no hair. And then Makabe is taller and just, maybe not squat, but just as thick, I think, as Ishii. And he's got a head full of blonde hair. Just a strange dynamic between these two guys, and yet they're so equal at the same time.
Oh, right there. Oh, man, that chest might have gone. But Makabe, though, almost eating it and coming back with the lariat. And now
these guys with the double lariats, yeah.
These guys, it's all about that pride. Neither guy wants to go down. And see, that's the thing. When you go down, it's not only, oh, man, that physical maneuver, that had a lot of power, it really took the wind out of me. No, it's almost for these guys conceding that the opposition for that 1 second was better than they were. And I think it makes them sick to their stomach.
They're both hitting each other quite hard now, but neither one of them seems to be flinching more than the other. But look at that! Makabe down. Oh, and Ishii down.
And these two, like I said, they're just going to do this all day. I could see these two going all night long if they needed to. I mean, sometimes there's just no give to either of these guys. They really got to appreciate moments like this because they are a rarity. And I say that to Makabe most of all because you are the champion and you are in a prime position right now. You'd be an absolute idiot not to take the fullest possible advantage of this. And let's see if Makabe can do just that. And see, I don't know if I agree with that. He brought Ishii back up, and now he took him to the corner. I would have seen if I could have grounded him a bit more. I think Ishii's very dangerous on a vertical base. And look at Ishii, he's inviting more. He's almost enjoying this.
Yeah, Ishii's opening this match really strong, challenging Makabe to the limit.
I just love all the disrespect that Ishii is throwing Makabe's way. As if, come on, is that the best you got? Come on, show me something. And every time Makabe does, Ishii hits back just as hard. And now look at that. Makabe almost crumpling underneath the force of Ishii's forearms there.
And it was only one forearm that took it to do that, too.
Exactly. Ishii, I'm telling you. How many times has he been never openweight champion, Ashton? Do you have a statistic ready in your mind? What has it been, like 2, 3 times?
I want to say 2, but I can look it up to make sure.
Well, I'm telling you, now look at that. Look at that. I love it. I love all the mind games just rubbing the shoe right against the face of Makabe. It's like, yeah, taste the leather a little bit. And so that's exactly where you belong. And Ishii, I'm telling you, his confidence has got to be at an all-time high. He's been the never openweight champion before, and I'm thinking before this night is over, we'll see that sight again. It seems like Makabe's held that belt for some time.
4 times.
So, Ishii could be the Shinsuke Nakamura of the never openweight division and win that belt for 5 times tonight if he can beat Makabe here. Oh, another slap. Oh, this is delicious. And another one.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but I feel like Ishii's kind of dominating Makabe right now.
Yeah, now look at that again. He's just imposing his will. And you know what? I applaud Ishii. When you're superior, you revel in it. And you let everyone else know it. And he's certainly not missing any opportunities to let Makabe know it. Imagine how just horrible Makabe is feeling right now, knowing that Ishii is doing this to him. And now the chops. And now Makabe is going to try and rally. Whether he does so successfully or not is another matter entirely. Oh, but he's firing up here. And now, the power slam. And that is something I'll always give Makabe credit for. He is never openweight champion for a reason. He's got a power game like nobody else.
Yeah, and it's strange, too, because with Ishii, you know that he's always going to bring the power, but he also has a pretty nasty brainbuster that he likes to use, right?
Exactly.
Well, Makabe is surprisingly technically sound as well. I think both of these guys have that in common where, yeah, they both love to win in slugfest, but they both have a technical side to their game that you don't necessarily expect.
Exactly. And I think you said it best there when you said you don't really expect it because you're just going in and you're thinking, wow, I'm going to encounter raw, almost animalistic power, especially from the likes of Ishii. But then when you realize that they've got a slight technical bent, I mean, how do you even game plan for a being like that? It's just unheard of.
Oh, we're going to get a 10-count punch here.
Potentially. Maybe Ishii
1,
can power
2,
through.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We know he likes to go for the Northern Lights suplex here. And he hits it.
And he got it. He got it.
Only
but Ishii, it takes so much to beat Ishii, Ashton. I mean, we even saw again in his G1 Climax tournament losses. It wasn't a cakewalk. It wasn't like, oh, okay, I'm just going to go and I'm going to do it. No, I mean, you have to sacrifice.
4 or 5 Bomayes to beat him.
And how many Kokeshis did it take Hanma to beat Ishii? I mean, just ridiculous.
Countless.
Ishii's pain threshold, it's inhuman. And that's
why
I
want to say the number of Kokeshi headbutts and Kokokeshi headbutts thrown by Hanma in his match against Ishii was in the teens, the high teens.
Yes. Yes.
Might have even gotten to the 20s. I don't know.
And again, Makabe just crumbling because Ishii has got that power advantage. And yes, I did say advantage.
Ishii is just on another level tonight. I think that's what's so beautiful about these guys. Oh, to the throat. That's not cool. Ishii does that sometimes when he feels like he's really kind of putting the foot down on his opponent. But
hey,
what I was getting ready to say, though, is what's beautiful between these guys is that they're so evenly matched that when one of them just kind of shows up more ready than the other, you can see it so clearly, and I feel like Ishii was just more ready for this match than Makabe.
I completely agree with you. And as far as that chop to the throat goes, hey, it's for a championship. You do whatever you can to win, and Ishii understands
Oh,
that.
another one to the throat.
Yeah, what you breathing, Makabe? Huh? And that's what
What is that
Ishii's
even
thinking.
supposed to mean?
It's a reference. But Ishii going to work. I mean, look at that. Even taking away Makabe's ability to breathe. This man's ruthless, he's cold, and that's the best kind of wrestler there is. And now Ishii could potentially be thinking superplex here, and if he nails this, Makabe's championship aspirations just dwindle even further of walking out of here still the never open weight champion. And now look at this delay. Unbelievable by Ishii, and then just pushes off and gets that elevation, and Makabe just in excruciating pain, and it's only for a near fall.
Can I just point out, and then, I mean, I think it's hilarious, to be perfectly honest, but the irony that you've got this big, scary, just testosterone-driven dude with a purple Marvelous on the back of his trunks.
Yes.
Look at that. He had the left arm scouted. That was brilliant by Ishii.
Oh, but it may not matter.
Another one.
Wow.
And look at that bridge. Beautiful.
I almost thought that was going to be like an exploder style, like T-bone suplex, but he did have the Northern Lights hooked in. Still, though, only a 2 count. That's the second Northern Lights that Ishii's kicked out of. And we know that that's not Makabe's. Oh, that Larry could have taken his head off, but Ishii connects with one of his own, and Makabe staggers.
Don't go off the ropes, Ishii. He's going to catch you.
I think
he's going to there from Makabe.
Going to play it more conservative. Come on, Ishii. Suck it up. Do another chop to the throat if
you
need
boy.
To.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how they do it, man, but these matches, even though they're basically the same match every time, they always draw me in.
Well, I think it's because I think the selling is always on point,
too.
Come on, Ishii. Yeah! That's right.
He's feeling it, yeah.
He knows. He is so close to making history.
Oh, and that's it.
Oh.
He is down.
Makabe, you better capitalize. Don't be a fool.
He just collapsed, man. He just crumpled in a heap. Look at that.
And see, this is what I don't like by Makabe. He's waiting. He's allowing the referee to check on him. Compassion doesn't get you anywhere. Take advantage of the moment.
I don't know if you saw, John, but he tried lifting him up, but he's just too dense.
And now he's going to lift him up and see.
Oh, is he going to go for a power bomb?
He is. And he got it.
A kneel down power bomb. 1, 2. Oh, nope. Wow. That was close.
And I'm guessing Makabe didn't have the strength because I would have kept my grasp around the legs. I would have kept it hooked in and see if I could hit another powerbomb. I know a person of Ishii's size, it's easier said than done, and Makabe did it. But if he had the energy, which I guess he didn't, I would have tried again.
Again, he keeps on trying to move Ishii, but Ishii is just too dang dense for Makabe to move when he's dead weight like that.
And now he's going to try by the head, work from that positioning. And
my God. Ishii is just down, man.
But this could be advantageous for Ishii. See, this is what I'm saying for Makabe. You got to game plan better. Because now Ishii... Oh, wait a minute here.
German.
Oh, but Ishii has it scouted. And that the elbows, the hard elbows.
Oh,
wow,
but the elbow to the back.
Hey,
forearm.
Oh, another one to the front.
Another lariat there, yeah. Makabe is just throwing bombs right now, man. And Ishii just keeps on kicking out. How does he do it, John?
Ishii may be unbeatable on this night. He may be thinking, I will not be denied my 5th never openweight championship. And if I'm Makabe, I start bringing in the steel chairs. I start taking advantage of other opportunities. Anything to get down Ishii. And now Ishii going to try and grip the rope. No avail, though. Makabe still gets him set up where he wants. And this is a bad place for Ishii.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, wait a minute here. Not even a back superplex. He's thinking full-on German.
He is.
I feel like we saw this against Naito in the G1 Climax. If you remember how he dealt with Naito, he rammed his head against the steel post.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It made open Naito up quite bad, too.
We may be seeing the same against Ishii here, but I think Ishii's stronger than Naito, so he may have a better counter for it. And you see now the back elbows alternating. And look at the brilliance of Ishii. I think he's going to try and reposition himself, and he is. Now, if he could just do it, and he does, I think he's in a better position. Now he can go on the offensive. Magnificent by Ishii. And Makabe, though, refuses to go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Makabe's realizing it's for my never open weight championship. I gotta pull out all the stops. And
Whoever
another
wins this
forearm.
exchange might end up winning the match as a whole.
You know, I don't normally say this, but you're absolutely right. I feel like whoever gets the dominant position here may be walking out the never Openweight champion. And I mean, I was favoring Ishii so heavily. He just seemed unbeatable on this night. But Makabe finally showing that fire, finally willing to do whatever it takes. He was getting ready to.
There, right to the neck, looks like.
I mean, he was getting ready to German suplex Ishii off the top rope. That's how much remaining never Openweight champion means to Makabe. He's got to do more. These forearms aren't enough. And now Ishii, though, firing back. Oh, man.
Man, Ishii is throwing... Oh, the headbutt.
And that made the difference. That's the difference between a potential 5-time never Openweight champion and a guy like Makabe still trying to build his legacy on his current reign. And now Ishii. Oh, and the knee!
Wow.
Oh, my God. I think that was right on the back of the head and neck.
That was the King Kong knee drop, too. That was actually Makabe's move that he just used.
Ishii, I have never seen Ishii promote more mockery in a match than he does in this never Openweight championship match against Makabe. I mean, between the slaps and the King Kong knee drop. And now, oh, wait a minute here. Oh, and now Makabe fighting back. Oh, but the rebound. No, he got caught. No way. No way. And Ishii hanging on. Great ring awareness by Ishii. Knew where he was.
Oh, and the enziguri there. But Makabe's still on his feet.
But he seems to be staggering a little bit.
Oh, there's not anymore. He's not. Down. That might be it.
Folds him up 2, 5 times.
No.
And no, not yet. Not yet. Man, I never thought I'd say this, but I give Makabe credit. He's staying in the fight, but could it be the seated lariat here?
No! Oh, watch the left arm.
Rebound.
Oh, he didn't have it scouted that time.
Oh, man, Ishii's been so good at reading Makabe, but he got caught there.
God, Makabe has cauliflower ears so bad.
I mean, that's just the tour that Ishii's taking Makabe on. Taking him to hell and back. And Makabe, he's going to have to pull through here and get it together. But, I mean, you have to admit, it's been a masterful match by Ishii in terms of how to secure a championship. He's done everything right, except beat the champion, which is the most important thing. Makabe's still in this. Oh wow.
God.
Again, and Makabe inviting more. He's not done. Oh, and back and forth. Oh, man. Oh. And now, Ishii, though, just with those strikes, it's almost like he's just slapping.
Oh, yeah, but you know what you didn't notice, though, John? Ishii was throwing slaps. Makabe's been throwing forearms.
Exactly. I started noticing
slaps might be a little bit more, embarrassing for your opponent to take, but I'm pretty sure they hurt a lot less than forearm strikes. Oh, my God, that headbutt.
That was right in the face.
That time Makabe ducked a little bit. Oh, the chop! The chop to the neck.
Hey, that was right in the neck, close to the throat area. Careful about that. And now the jaw. Oh, God, the German. Oh, no way. No way. He stays in it. Oh, man, overcoming the adversity of getting chopped in the neck. Ishii stays in it.
I don't feel like Ishii's neck even exists. I think his head just attaches directly to his torso.
But, I mean, Ashton, that was the third time that Makabe went to the well for that German. Fourth if you count the top rope attempt that he failed at, and that still didn't get the job done. What else is left for Makabe? Oh, man.
Well, Makabe still has the King Kong knee drop that Ishii hit him with earlier.
That is true. And now you see Makabe starting to up the intensity.
Oh, God. I thought that might have been a move where Ishii would have moved out of the way, but he just doesn't have anything left right now.
He doesn't.
Oh, what are you doing, Makabe? That's such a cocky cover.
Well, I wouldn't say cocky. I would just say he's so spent it's a tired cover. I mean, way to reveal your exhaustion, Makabe. It's almost like you're playing your hand. You're letting Ishii know that this really is a war of attrition, which I think we knew that going into it, but you just made it explicitly clear by that cover.
He wants this German, man. He wants it bad.
He gets it off. Even I have to admit that it's over. And oh, man, I'm having flashbacks to Naito here.
No way.
Oh, if he hits
he hit it! But he didn't follow up. He didn't bridge it.
But he didn't need to.
I think he might go for the King Kong knee drop now, though, John.
I agree.
This might be it. This might end it.
Oh, he moved out of the way.
Moved out of the way.
No way. He moved out of the way and all the headbutt. How bad does Ishii want to regain the never Openweight championship tonight?
Ishii taking a page out of Hanma's playbook tonight with all these headbutts.
It's one of the hardest parts of the body. I mean, that head. You have one
Especially when you're Ishii.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about. I think Ishii recognizes the opportunity before him here. I could be never Openweight champion for a 5th time. I mean,
He's lining up for the big lariat here.
President,
And he hits it.
He got it.
Is that going to be it, though? 1,
I think it's
2.
Oh,
No.
Makabe.
Makabe almost kicked out at 1 there.
Yeah, it was a pretty hurried kick out. I think Ishii knows what he has to do. That brainbuster. And look at it. He's looking in for it. He gets it.
He's got him up. No, the knee.
Go to the head. And the forearm.
Oh, that's European uppercut.
Oh, he caught him. Dragon suplex? No
Dragon
way.
suplex.
Release.
Though. He didn't bridge it.
He didn't need to because he's thinking brainbuster. No, wait, no.
He's thinking low angle lariat and he hits it.
He got it.
Might that be it, though? 1, 2. No.
Still.
Oh, my
kicks
God,
out.
These guys.
King Kong knee drop versus the brainbuster. Who you got your money on?
Well, I know that one's a hell of a lot easier to actually hit than the other.
Exactly.
He's got him up. This is going to be it.
He got it!
Buster!
Oh, he got it! It's time! 1, 2,
3.
Time! Ishii never Openweight champion.
And now, John, I want to apologize because I had to look it up, but that was Ishii's 4th championship win, not his 3rd, or not his 5th.
That's fine. It's still historic. It's still unprecedented. Ishii, to me, is the face of the never Openweight division, and he had more heart in this matchup. He was willing to do whatever it took. He chopped the man in the throat twice, cutting off his ability to breathe. You knew tonight, with everything that Ishii withstood and everything he incurred upon Makabe, he just wanted it more than he did. And there is your new never Openweight champion as we get the former champion out of the ring with a complimentary ice pack.
Yeah, I mean, Ishii, like you said, he basically is the face of the never Openweight championship.
And now look at that.
He's held that title 4 different times now. He's defended it 5 times. He's held it for over 300 days. And the only other guy that's held it longer had 1 reign of 314 days, and that was Masato Tanaka.
Well, I gotta tell you, it looks right to me, seeing Ishii with gold. I mean, this was a man that when he first started in the G1 Climax, I said I could envision him with the world title, and I still can, for the record. But now for a 4th... wait a minute.
Oh, is that Hanma?
What's that loser doing out here? Hey, you've got no business out here. And I know where this is going.
I think he just challenged Ishii.
Well, as much as it pains me to admit it, Hanma actually did beat Ishii in the G1 Climax. And these two have had wars of their own, Ashton, well documented by you and I.
Listen to the crowd. They love Hanma so much.
I can understand.
I think Ishii agreed to it.
Yeah. And Hanma there. Look at that. The charity case of New Japan Pro Wrestling just waddled into a never Openweight championship match. This was Ishii's moment. Hanma had no business out there. And now he's the number 1 contender. Oh my God, what? Tell me, oh my God, what? I'm dying.
You and your rants are just amazing to me tonight.
I just don't understand how Hanma can what? You won 1 match tonight, and you think you deserve a championship match? Unbelievable.
Well, technically he's won 2 matches now, considering he won that one tonight and against Ishii.
That one against Ishii was a fluke, and Ishii will educate him properly when the never Openweight title's at stake.
There's nothing fluky about it. He pinned him 1, 2, 3.
No. And now we're taking a look back here. I think we're getting ready for Tanahashi versus Naito.
Which is going to be incredible.
Absolutely. And there is Tanahashi. Somebody didn't tell him that air guitar went out of style long ago. And he is the G1 Climax winner, the carrier of the case, because they do it by briefcase. Successfully defended it against Bad Luck Fale, but Naito is a whole nother matter entirely. Naito's on the roll of his career right now, Ashton.
Yeah, Naito is another animal.
I mean,
he's a different animal. He's something that Tanahashi hasn't been able to quite crack the Naito code, because really, Naito, it seems like, has his number. He beat Tanahashi... Yeah. I'm pretty sure he beat Tanahashi during last year's G1 and this year's G1.
And let me tell you, I mean, Naito to me has never been more impressive. Ever since he did the right thing, spit on the fans, and focused on himself, Naito's never been better. And he may be going to the Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event now with this new attitude.
Let's hope.
Oh, I would love it. I think Naito, he's been on that cusp for a long time. Hell, he's gotten big wins in the past. It's not like this is entirely new to him. You've gone over some of Naito's big wins even before he had this transformation. But I feel like if he was to ever be a world champion, if he was ever to be one of the big men in this company, he was missing something, and he found it when he turned his back on all of these people.
Oh, you know what? I was wrong. Tanahashi wasn't in the same block as Naito last year.
Ah, fair enough. And now you see Tanahashi. They're just recapping their wars. I mean, that G1 climax match. I know you and I were shocked when Naito got the victory.
I wonder if Naito's going to go back to the well again tonight and focus on the neck.
I would dance with who brung you. Why not?
Yep.
I mean, what I love about Naito is just that he has no regard for anyone's personal welfare. It's him first, second, and third, and nobody else even comes close. And he's gonna need that attitude if he's gonna beat Naito tonight.
Yeah, I was
Or
going to say,
Tanahashi.
should anyone come before him?
No, they should not. And let me tell you,
Back when Naito won G1?
yeah.
That was a long time ago.
But I don't.
Oh, that's that. Yeah, that's right. He didn't. They weren't in the same block last year, but the year before that, in 2013, Naito beat Tanahashi in the finals to win G1.
Exactly. So again, I mean, you've told me about his impressive victories even before he, just turned on everybody and embraced this new style, this new attitude. But I don't think Naito's ever been world champion. I've never heard anybody mention him having a reign with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And this may be the missing piece of the puzzle. This may be what gets Naito to that next level finally. I think he's ready to be world champion. I could buy it. I've even said about Naito that the moment he gets a world title shot, my money's on him. And that's nothing against Okada, who I know will be talking plenty about him later when he defends the belt against AJ Styles.
Los Ingobernables.
Yeah, I really need to check out their work.
Yeah, I mean, well, La Sombra was actually the leader of this Ingobernables, and he got unmasked recently.
Yes, I remember you telling me.
And from what I understand, there's a very distinct possibility he might be looking to go to NXT as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
They flat out call Naito the heel. They don't even try and hide it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, too, is that heel isn't just a wrestling term.
Okay.
Heel is just kind of a word. It's an older word that people use to describe a jerk, basically.
And here we go.
Isn't one of the lyrics in the Mr. Grinch song, "You really are a heel"?
Yes.
Well, there you go. I don't think that they were using insider wrestling terms there.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think this matchup's going to be the show stealer from where I sit. I think these two are going to set the dome on fire and set the hall on fire, because I believe we're in Sumo Hall tonight.
Yeah, we are. We're at the Korakuen Sumo Hall. It's the same place that Finn Balor beat Samoa Joe for the title.
And I couldn't be any prouder of Naito doing whatever he needs to do to win. I mean, I've seen him beat up camera people, antagonize the audience, spit on his peers. I mean, that is the face of success to me.
Oh my God.
Hey, don't you take this higher ground. Oh my God, the shock. Look, Naito does
it's
what
not
he needs.
shock. I just love how far you go.
Look, I'm just saying, if he needs to break Tanahashi's neck and put him on the shelf and end his livelihood, I have two words for that. Do it. Do whatever it takes to get to the main event. Because in that moment, Tanahashi does not matter. He does not matter, and Naito knows
and
it.
And in that moment, Tanahashi is just thinking, win, 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 win.
Exactly.
And that's all he does. Like the song. All he does is win, 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 no matter what.
Yeah, well, DJ Khaled isn't here, and Naito is, and I guarantee you that he is not.
Is that who sang that song?
That's right.
He's awful.
Yeah, he really is. You know, I only knew the name of that song and the artist because a Force One performer used it.
That's
it was
scary.
Yeah. And now
here comes. Was that what was it? Dustin Beaver?
No, he actually used Justin Bieber's "Baby."
Oh my God! Of course
it was. It was, dude. say what you want about Dustin Bieber, that was the most intelligent gimmick I think I've ever seen in wrestling. Like, talk about capitalizing on pop culture and getting your heat. Like,
Yeah.
that gimmick was amazing.
Just
And
a shame the gimmick had a really small shelf life. Justin Bieber's irrelevant now.
I know. But hey, the gimmick was used when Force 1 was still at its peak, and so was Justin Bieber. And hell,
Yeah, that was like 2011, 2012. That seemed perfect.
yeah. So, and I gotta give credit to the guy who played it. He loved being heel. And, oh man, when he got his stable together, hashtag swag, the best douchebags you could ask.
That was the name of the stable?
Yeah, hashtag swag.
Oh, that is too good.
Dude, you would have loved Force 1 shows, especially with Dustin Bieber there. He hated all of us. Right. He would always come out to try and dance, and yet some wrestler would always interrupt his segment, like super kicking him in the face or giving him like a really vicious lariat. And he looked no bigger than me and my friends. Like, he looked like a kid. I remember Swan did like a spinning kick, and when Dustin Bieber was knocked out, Swan took his body, threw him over the ring, and then somebody take him back to daycare. And we all just kind of laughed at him. It was pretty cool. And speaking of bullying and laughing at people, I hope Naito does plenty of that to Tanahashi after he beats him tonight.
Oh, man. Naito's mind games are so on point.
Look at him. Just with all the confidence in the world. And look at these
him.
people.
I don't think that's Naito, dude. I think that there have been like 3 or 4 different people that have come out with the same mask on, same getup.
Right.
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Like, there are a lot of people that are in that same getup right now around the ring.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And now you look at these people. They don't even know what to do. Why? Because they're in the presence of greatness. They're in the presence of their future Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. And Naito could only be a matter of time now. He's just got to win one match. And honestly, Ashton, here's the thing. I was kind of thinking about it today because I knew you and
I think when Naito actually does come out, it's probably going to be in a different mask. Unless that is him?
I really do believe that's Naito, dude.
I'm so confused.
That is Naito. I mean, I can even tell by the back of his head there. You see the strands of hair. That's the hair Naito's got going on. And he's coming in the ring.
Yeah, but somebody else is wearing the same getup. There, do you see the guy under the light?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
There's multiple Naitos right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know what? Stack the deck. Good for Naito. Play the head games even more. Up the ante. Tanahashi being confused is no problem.
Wait a minute. The dude on the floor might be Tanahashi.
You think they've joined forces?
No, I think Tanahashi might just be screwing with Naito, though.
Interesting.
No, I don't know.
Naito better watch his back.
I don't know.
Look, Naito better watch his back.
Although that guy's really short. I doubt it's actually Tanahashi.
We'll see here. I mean, I definitely know that.
I mean, it looks like a freaking troll.
Well, I mean, it does beg the question, though. What hand will this person have in this matchup? I mean, I don't blame Naito for stacking the deck. You're talking about the biggest stakes you could possibly fight for. A chance at the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 10.
You know what, though, John? I don't like that he's going the extra mile to try and play these mind games, because he didn't need mind games to beat Tanahashi at G1. He just tore apart his neck and beat him.
Hey, look, it's Tanahashi one-on-one. You beat him once, you consider yourself lucky. You beat him twice, you deserve to be in the conversation of some of the best in New Japan. And Naito wants to be in that conversation. Let's see here. Tanahashi now coming out with that briefcase.
7-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
God, I hate his face so much. I mean, Naito breaking I would almost classify him breaking Tanahashi's neck as a public service. Oh, but we'll see.
God.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a little too real right now? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about real. Maybe just obnoxious.
Yes, because you're such a huge Tanahashi fan. Go on. Why don't you explain to everybody how much you love Tanahashi?
I never said that I did.
Exactly. I'm doing both of us a favor.
I just wouldn't wish somebody getting a bone broken, or especially the neck, on anyone.
Look, all I'm saying is Naito should do exactly what he did in G1. Work on that neck, pick it apart, and then just make Tanahashi beg for the pain to stop, and then maybe, just maybe, Naito will have some mercy on him. That's my
Would you like me to do a rundown of all of Tanahashi's accomplishments in New Japan?
You know what? For the sake of our viewers, do it, but I won't promise that my ulcer won't be aggravated while you do it.
Okay. He is a 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, a 1-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion, a 2-time IWGP Tag Team Champion, once with Yutaka Yoshi and once with Shinsuke Nakamura. He is a 2-time IWGP U30 Openweight Champion. He is a 2-time G1 Climax winner. He is a 2-time New Japan Cup winner. And in 2007, he won an IWGP Heavyweight Title tournament.
Ah.
And in 2001, he won the Young Lion Award.
Well, guess what? As I've said multiple times, the past is prologue. Now it's the present. Tanahashi is one of the best in New Japan. And believe me, yes, folks, it does kill me to say it, but he is staring into the face of the man that's going to best him tonight and take that Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event in Naito. And Naito's just going to do what he's always done. Take his time. And what's Captain New Japan doing on the apron? All of these irrelevant schmucks here tonight. Good God, I can't even take it.
I just want to know who the other person is that isn't Naito. Who the person is that's wearing the mask like Naito.
They'll reveal themselves when they're ready.
I'm curious, John.
Well, your curiosity won't be satiated tonight, I don't think.
Why?
At least not right now. Maybe because Naito deemed you unfit to have that reveal, and quite honestly, I wouldn't really contend him.
But what if Naito deems this other person's face unfit to be revealed in the first place?
Then it's Naito's decision. Look, Naito is our future Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. Show some respect. All right?
I hope so. I really do.
I'm glad you and I are on the same page with that, at least.
Oh, I love Naito, John.
Don't we all? Hey, ref, don't be bothering Naito. See, you get whiny when people are trying to do
their
jobs.
Though, John? If you're not going to give Tanahashi credit, I will. He's very smart for relaxing, not letting Naito get under his skin, and letting Naito disrobe. Because we've seen so many times when somebody tries to interrupt Naito in the disrobing process, they get destroyed.
I agree with you. I agree. Look, again, Tanahashi, all those accolades you listed off all the while I was trying to keep the bile under control, I mean, he has them for a reason. You don't get those accolades on a silver platter. You work for them by being one of the best. I mean, really, this is the house that Tanahashi built, I could argue, because he never really allowed anybody else to wield the hammer, but I digress. Tanahashi's one of the best in the game today, and Naito's going to have to be at his best if he hopes to advance that Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event.
I feel like, was Naito just mocking Tanahashi for having a ponytail?
He might have been.
It looked like he was, and I take offense to that because I too wear a ponytail.
Well, the difference between you and Tanahashi is at least you pull it off. And now...
I won't argue with that, but...
And now, Ashton, I mean, you heard me give Tanahashi credit. I know you won't have any problem giving Naito credit. If there was ever a point that he was primed for a main event spot, it would be this moment.
Why would I have a problem giving Naito credit? I'm already a bigger fan of Naito than I am of Tanahashi.
Well, I said you wouldn't have a problem.
I know, but like you said that as if you hadn't given Tanahashi credit earlier, I wouldn't be willing to give Naito credit.
Well... Fine. I didn't mean it that way, but I could see your point. But regardless, I think you and I can both agree that Naito has never been a bigger threat to the main event scene than he is right now.
I think that Naito is a main eventer, even if he's not in the last match.
Exactly. And now look at that. I love that. Tanahashi was so eager. Oh, let's lock up. Let's have a match. And Naito just saying, screw you, Tanahashi. Screw you and your desires for a lockup.
You know what, though, John? You've got to take some observations into account here. Notice that Naito is in like his third gear already. Tanahashi's been extremely patient with Naito.
Yes.
Which is rare.
I agree. He's not feeding into the head games, but you know what the great thing is? I don't think Naito really needs those head games to win a match. He just needs to be ruthless, and there you go. He's still going to do them anyway.
Oh, I love Naito so much.
And I'll be honest with you, I'll go one step further, partner, and I'll tell you, I don't even know if he does it to get a mental edge over his opponent. I think he does it for his own sake, not for the sake of diminishing or deterring anybody else. I just think he does it to
entertain himself?
Yeah, to entertain himself and because he can. And I mean, look, Ashton, I agree with you. The psychological warfare that Naito engages in, it's crucial to his offense. Is it everything? I don't think so. I think this Naito that we're seeing before us and that we have seen for the last few months
has depth.
Cold, calculating, methodical. Again, you think about how he picks apart a body part, particularly the neck, to set up for that finisher.
He
And
just walked out of the way and let Tanahashi land on his face.
exactly. And now look at that, just stomping away.
Speaking of patient, that was an awfully patient move by Naito.
Exactly. Tanahashi isn't the only one that can be patient.
Oh.
Right hard into the guardrail.
Oh, that looks painful.
Yeah, it did. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, man.
Now he is going to do it again. Yeah, right in the back.
Right into the guardrail.
Yeah. Freaking old fart thinks that air guitar is cool. Look at me, guys. Don't I belong? Shut the hell up. I'm sick of him and I'm sick of his face. Come on, Naito. Change the landscape tonight.
Yeah, you can do it, Naito. I believe in you.
God, it feels so good to finally proclaim that every time that I feign concern, oh, that poor cameraman, Naito, leave him alone. No, he was doing the right thing. Everybody needs to learn their place. It's Naito's time now.
Is that a DDT onto the floor?
You're damn right it was. Inverted
Nice.
DDT by Naito.
Oh, God.
He's
stepping it up. He's
do it on
the
damn neck.
No,
do it.
No, he's just going to sit and have a relaxing.
No, you know, he's going to seat him in there, and then he's going to drop kick him while he's on the chair. You watch. He's going to seat him on there. Yeah. Elbow. And now winding up. Going to be a drop kick here. And there it is.
Wow, that looked brutal.
Damn right it did. Not brutal enough, though.
Not only did he drop kick him while he was on the chair, but he also drove him back into the barricade. Now he's going to have a seat in the chair, waiting for the count-out victory.
Exactly. Look at that. Naito's never looked better. That's the face of a man that's going to be main eventing Wrestle Kingdom 10. I promise you.
You know what, though, John? I'm worried that Naito might not win this. You want to know why?
Why is that?
No focus on the neck.
That is true. He hasn't really been focusing so far, but there's still plenty of match time left, my friend. That could change in the blink of an eye. And maybe Naito's just thinking, hey, if I weaken the back, I take out some of the efficacy of the high fly flow. I take out a little bit of that oomph to that maneuver. I don't know what Naito's thinking. Plus, I mean, Ashton, I hate to keep bringing this back to the forefront, but I think it bears repeating. Even though Captain New Japan is out there representing Tanahashi, Naito has a mysterious person of his own. We don't know who they are. This is the first time we've seen them. And, I mean, you know, what better way to make a first impression than to screw the man that built the house in New Japan out of his Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. And now Naito just stomping away there on Tanahashi. Picking him apart here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look at this
Tree of Woe, maybe.
Tree of Woe, rendering Tanahashi absolutely helpless, and I find this absolutely delicious. And now the referee admonishing Naito here needs to back up and shut the hell up. And now there's the drop kick. Square on the face.
You know what I want to see, John?
What's that?
Naito versus Chris Hero.
That would be amazing. And now look at this leg scissors here with control of the arm.
But, like, specifically this Naito versus Chris Hero.
Yes. And now look at the lackadaisicalness of Naito. He knows he's got the hold. He knows he has the position advantage and everything else. Tanahashi trying to use that strength. He does have a certain power element to him, but
look at this. Naito really putting the squeeze on Tanahashi's neck.
Choke him out. Just choke him out and then roll him in for the 3 count. And now Tanahashi, they're going to try and inch his body. Again, he understands his positioning. We'll never take anything away from Tanahashi, one of the best in the game today, because of moments like that. Knew where he was, able to inch over and break the hold. And now look at that. The cameraman got way too close. Hey, next time you want to be stupid like that, at least remember about your family, huh?
Oh my God.
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so close. He should do his damn job.
Family guy a jerk. Oh, what a drop kick.
Right to the head.
I love it.
Look, when failures do their job wrong, it's up to people like me, people that are actually winners, to call them out on it. And look at this referee shaking his head as if his moral disapproval matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So shut your mouth.
Oh my God, you're so aggressive tonight.
And now look at that spinning in the face of New Japan. That's right.
Oh, and just dodges it. And look at this. Neck breaker. Nailed it.
You're finally getting what you want, my friend. Finally. Naito working over Tanahashi's neck. And I only have 3 words for that. Soften it up. Be relentless on it. And let's see, I think
I
Naito's
hear the
going to...
crowd chanting for Tanahashi.
Guess what? The crowd doesn't matter. The crowd does not matter. And Naito understands. Look, you want to know who packs those arenas every night? Losers. Losers who wish they were Naito, who wish they had the opportunity they did, but yeah, that's right! That's right! Keep your goddamn distance! And now right back to the rear chin lock. And that failure as a referee is more exemplary than any of them. Probably thinking, look, guys, I'm living the dream. You're a disgrace to your family and a disgrace to that uniform.
Oh
And now,
my God, John!
Naito working over the rear chin lock.
This is
And
the
the
moment
referee...
where I whisper to our audience, I think he realizes he went too far there.
Hey, look, that referee, did you see that look on his face when he came in? Oh, why, I never. Nobody cares what you ever, you old windbag. Stay out of the way. And
Doesn't
Naito...
Wimbag imply that he talks too much?
Well, he's emoting too much for my liking.
He's not even allowed to emote on your watch.
And oh, that uppercut! That might have even been a closed fist. Hey, ref, check in on that, huh? Jesus.
I mean, the refs do admonish for closed fists, but they don't disqualify for it.
We need major policy reform. And there's the
forearm.
There. We have
Was that a closed fist too, John?
Probably. Tanahashi's a cheater. No wonder he stayed on top for so long. You want to talk about old farts? Tanahashi, what is he, like 38?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he needs to step down. He needs to look in the mirror and realize, I'm not the man I used to be. In fact, maybe I kind of suck now. And then hand the reins over to Naito. But is he going to do that? No. No, because that would actually require somebody being a class act, which Tanahashi is not.
Well, it wouldn't really make sense for Tanahashi to hand the reins over to Naito either, because then who would be the face of the company?
Well, the most superior guy, which is Naito, which is why he's going to prove it tonight by beating Tanahashi in that ring. He'll do it by force.
I mean, Naito can be the top heel, but who's going to be the face of the company then? That's my point.
Well, maybe if Shibata ever got his act together. And there's the dropkick there.
If only.
I mean, we've got referees, we got cameramen getting too close. We've got referees not minding their business. I mean, what's going on here?
I feel like this match is that referee's business, so maybe rephrase.
I just smell major collusion going on between Tanahashi and the powers that be at New Japan. They realize he sells tickets. They want to keep him in the New Japan main event. They are screwing Naito out of what is rightfully his.
Yeah, I mean, if he does sell tickets and you're conceding that, then yeah, it would make sense that they would want to keep him in the top spot.
Well, no, this is unjust and this is unfair, but you know what? Naito's going to persevere. Why? Because he's the real hero of this story. And now, look at this. Tanahashi.
Dragon screw!
That's despicable. Man can't even defend himself and you do that dragon screw. That's alright though, Tanahashi gonna get a breather.
How is that despicable, John?
He manipulated the ring to his advantage. Naito was half in, half out. Oh, and now look at this. Look at Boy Wonder over here. Gonna do some high-flying heroics. Oh, look at my
I mean, I guess you're not supposed to be able to do offense to somebody when they're in the ropes, are you?
Look, I'm just going to ignore that. There's the first high-fly flow of the match.
Why are you ignoring that? That's an actual fact.
Oh, well, I thought you were just gonna be like, oh, because Naito does it, whatever, and do your little thing. And now...
Oh, I mean, Naito might do it, but nobody does it quite as effectively as Tanahashi.
Yeah, because...
Save for maybe Rey Mysterio, whose finisher is based on this opponent being in the ropes.
And now look at that mysterious supporter of Naito still out there, just standing perfectly still. There's almost something really eerie about that, not even moving the expression.
Oh, wow, yeah, Tanahashi just went right around him, right past him.
Oh, come on, Naito.
Didn't even react. I'm beginning to wonder if it's even a man. I feel like it might be a female.
Could be a female. Oh, I think you got the dropkick. Brilliant counter by Naito.
It hurt both of them, though. It did hurt Naito's leg.
It did hurt both of them, you're right. Oh, because Tanahashi had to be a scum sucker and do that dragon screw in between the ropes.
A scum sucker?
That's right.
He's a snail now?
I'll tell you what he is. He's a piece of trash. And Naito has to recover here. Come on, the Wrestle Kingdom 10 main events on the line. Pull it together, Naito. You can do it.
Naito reminds me of a Full Metal Alchemist villain.
I never, actually, yeah, I did watch that show. I didn't finish it, though, unfortunately. I got pretty far, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the most disturbing villain was that scientist that, they used alchemy on, like, his daughter and shit. That was pretty disturbing. Oh, nice dropkick.
Yeah, turned her into a Chimera.
Yeah. Dropkick there.
Yeah.
Triangle style.
That was some scarring shit, man.
Yeah, it was. And now Naito hasn't been working on the neck enough for my liking either. And yes, here it comes. He got it.
Oh, wow. I can't believe he got it. I thought for sure Tanahashi was going to counter.
And
of course.
Counter. No. And he kicks out. Suck it.
Did you see someone slip Tanahashi a Senzu bean? I can't believe he recovered so fast.
I know. Despicable. Come on, Naito. Stay on it.
That's my favorite word tonight.
Hey, your face is my new favorite word tonight.
Well, at least my face isn't despicable.
Well, yeah, I could never say that about you. At least not genuine. Yeah, that's my one good moment of the night. Enjoy it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, look at that, stomping right on the arm. Yeah.
And back into heel mode.
Try doing the sling blade now, asshole.
I'm going to try this, John. Tell me if I fail. What you sling blading now, asshole?
Good enough. I give it a B+ for effort.
I'll take it, even though I don't know what the reference is.
And now Naito, look at that. Just asking these idiots, asking these failures, asking these losers that'll never achieve anything redeemable in their lives. Go on, give Tanahashi your support. For once, don't look like failures to the children that you brought in the audience because you're too busy to not be a parent.
Oh my God!
And spitting right in the face again of Tanahashi, spitting in the face of everything he stands for, and I love it. Yeah, ride those forearms into the face and again, and again. And these two will kill each other. It's all about that Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event.
I will say, though, John, I mean, these people did achieve something redeemable in their lives already.
Which is?
Going to a New Japan show.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make up for the most irredeemable thing they did, being born. And Naito now. Wow. Gotta capitalize here. Although I will give you that much credit. Being in a New Japan show, you get to see the greatness that is Tetsuya Naito, and they're going to see him dethrone Tanahashi. And yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yes! Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. What a vicious eye rake. And now Tanahashi slings on the ropes, but oh, nice forearm there by Naito.
I love those forearms, man. They're so awesome.
And Naito is in full control here. You can feel it. The direction has changed. Dragon suplex. Tanahashi stuffs the attempt. Standing switch.
Oh.
Now he's got the full. Now is it going to be the dragon suplex here? No. Oh. Counter. Front face lock. Neck breaker.
Neck breaker. Those neck breakers by Tanahashi really add up.
They really do. Like Tanahashi.
This crowd loves Tanahashi so much. They're cheering for him, man.
Yeah, this doesn't surprise me in the slightest. And Tanahashi now going to fire himself up. Could it be the sling blade here? Counter it. And he does! He actually does! Shoots him off the ropes and then sling blade on his own. 10 times better than the original. And now, hammerlock. Pop handle. Nice. Almost a sidewalk slam there. Cover.
Almost like a pump handle emerald flosion.
Exactly. Oh, Naito pointing to the top because that's where he's going. That's where his elevator stops, right at the top.
I don't think that Tetsuya Naito's elevator will stop.
I don't think it will either. I'm feeling tinnitus.
Oh, you think there's a ceiling to this elevator? Try again.
Exactly. I'll try to go for it.
You wanted his blockbuster finisher.
Exactly.
Actually, no, not a blockbuster. It was like a slice bread number 2. That's right.
I know that. Wasn't it called a Shinsui or something like
Shiranui, that? That's what it is.
Shiranui.
Shiranui, that's what it is.
Shiranui, okay. Yeah, I apologize for that, but I knew if I said something, you'd probably jar your memory. You're the smarter two of us here.
Thank you, John.
So, yeah.
I still want to know who's under the other mask. Uh-oh.
That was a blatant slap. And now, wait a minute here.
Uh-oh.
Referee's down. Probably the best thing the referee did all match. And now, yes.
Oh, snap.
This masked person. Oh, I think they're gonna unmask. Who is it?
I want to know who this is so bad. It's not a female. Oh, that's not. What's his name from ROH?
Watanabe.
Watanabe. Yeah, that's Watanabe.
Holy shit. Well, Watanabe just became a million times more interesting.
It's Takaki Watanabe. Yeah.
And now look at this. Both of them working in tandem. That garbage referee out of the picture. And
I wonder if Watanabe joined Los Ingobernables now.
Oh, come on, Captain New Japan. The water's fine. Come on in. That's right. That's what you get, you sack of crap. And now, Tanahashi all by himself against Watanabe and Naito.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Watanabe's wearing eyeshadow, but I guess if I had to spend as much time in ROH as he has, I'd be kind of emo too.
Inverted atomic drop. And now, German
Nice!
suplex release.
Sherman, wow.
Can you feel it, Ashton? A change has occurred here. We may just be seeing a change as well in our Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. Now look at this.
It definitely feels like there's been a shift in momentum to this match.
And Tanahashi getting exactly what he deserves. You saw Naito just grinding the boot against his face. Grovel. Grovel, you piece of crap. And now these two working. And now, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this? Shibata! What? No, what? No, what? Come on! They have no business out here, damn it! No business!
Mayutag!
You've got to be kidding me. Shibata's a sore loser. He couldn't get the job done at the last event. He made a mistake. He got caught. And now he's taking it out on Naito. Unbelievable. Hey, maybe if you beat Tanahashi in G1 Climax, you'd be in that position too. But you didn't. So go home with your sour grapes.
They're kind of trying to revive the ref now.
Unbelievable. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. I mean, of all the abhorrent things I've seen, you want to talk about Naito bullying cameramen is awful. No, this is awful. This is a travesty. And he caught the, low blow! Low blow! Jackknife cover, no way, he's still going to do it! Two! Oh, my God, why?
He smacked the ref around again.
That stupid, godforsaken referee didn't make the count fast enough, sucking at his job yet again. I mean, what is he, Rick Knox? God. And now Naito.
Can we acknowledge that this referee is worse than Rick Knox, John?
I think we can, actually. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Oh, Tanahashi, though, with the block.
Blocking, though.
Oh, no, again. No. Damn it, Sling Blade. But look at Naito, though. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter with the high fly flow. I was going to say rolling over on his back. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me, Shibata. No way. There it is. There it is. And no, I think this is going to be academic here. What a travesty. This is a damn shame. And Naito is going to coast on the back of all these other people. Make your damn count. 2, 3 count. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. There's your damn winner. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Shibata couldn't handle being an inferior athlete. He could. I know. Look at this again. How classless by Shibata. Or is that Goto? Excuse me. No, that's Goto. Well, yeah, he got.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got
nice
what he deserved.
STO.
Yeah, that's what you get, Goto. That Shibata, still classless.
I think I have a good feeling that this is going to be a tag team match on the next show. We're going to get Naito and Watanabe versus Mayutag.
Well, I'll tell you something. Shibata's got hell to pay for this. Him and Goto both. And Naito, I gotta tell you, he's still proud of himself, though, that they took and they did what they did to Tanahashi and to everybody else. Tanahashi is still going to Wrestle Kingdom 10. This is a travesty of justice, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute travesty. And there you see it. Watanabe has joined forces with Naito, and I gotta say, color me intrigued.
Yeah, this definitely makes Watanabe more interesting.
Yeah, there's the scumbag himself. There's the man with the smoking gun. Couldn't keep his nose out of Naito's business, and he made all the difference in the world.
Oh my God.
Hey, Watanabe had a right to be out there because he came out at bell time when introductions were being made. Shibata, in the most pivotal point of the match, that's when he decided to make his presence felt. Scumbag.
Yeah, I mean, I will have to wonder why Captain New Japan couldn't handle business when he came out with Tanahashi.
Because he's a failure. That's why he even tried to.
No, I'm not asking literally why he was unable to defeat the team of Watanabe and Naito. I'm just wondering why it required 4 men to take on 2.
I can't even believe that Tanahashi's proud of himself. And of course...
4 on 2.
Of course these losers applaud it. Of course they would, because they couldn't imagine doing anything on their own. So, I mean, Tanahashi, he's pretty much their hero. He's one of them. Yeah, high-five him. Get your high fives. Oh, you're so proud. Oh, wipe your face on my towel, please. That's disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Please
I
give me
wonder
your
how much they
germs.
sell those towels for on eBay.
Please give me your germs so I could go on eBay and sell this rather than look for a real job to support my family. You're disgusting. All of you disgusting.
Okay, now you're taking a page out of CM Punk's book. I'm gonna call
Hey,
you out.
well, you know what? Maybe he was speaking some truth there. You know? Maybe he was speaking some truth. I mean, look at this. That's 3 towels now. That is completely unsanitary. Disgusting. Absolutely. Oh my God. These people make me sick. This whole arena, Sumo Hall, makes me sick. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. And that man's the biggest criminal of all.
Now, when you say that man,
Santa Claus? Tanahashi. Obviously.
oh my God, you just get so angry.
Oh, I get angry. 4 men. 4 men. 2 of which, no business. Actually, 3 of which, because Tanahashi was the only one with any business. He was the carrier of the case. He was the only one with any business in the damn match. But no, 3 guys were like, oh, well, this seems to be an opening. Let me go shake some stuff up. Oh, unbelievable. Now I gotta deal with this crap. Oh, Wrestle Kingdom 10. It's Tanahashi, and nobody cares. You know what? Now I'm rooting for Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 10 because you know they're going to do that crap again, these two against each other. Go Okada. That's right. Rainmaker all day, every day.
Oh my God.
You know, Okada, unlike those parasites in the audience, doesn't need to get a sweat-stained towel to make money because he's already wealthier than all of you put together. So, suck on that. And now, I think it's main event time here.
I think you're right. Yeah, Okada versus AJ.
The Rainmaker versus the Phenomenal One.
Ooh, I don't know, John. Who are you picking?
You know, I really don't have a dog in this fight. I respect all the despicable things that both men have done, but I have got to say, I think it's going to be Okada. I still think it's his time. Again, as I've said, he's wealthier than all of you, and he's just plain better than all of you, so I have to say the Rainmaker Okada, and when I say all of you, that does include, tentatively, but it does include AJ Styles. And get that sight off the camera, Shinsuke Nakamura. That tap out was just a myth, nothing more than that. And yeah, this was the pinfall there by AJ. How he became #1 contender. Who do you think is going to win this match, partner?
I think Okada's gonna take it again.
Okay. AJ Styles, I mean, hell, last we saw him at a big event in North America, he became the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World title.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true. But I mean, like I said, the last time these two guys fought, it was the singles match. As far as singles matches go, at least, it was Dominion earlier in July, and Okada won the title from AJ in that match. So I've got confidence in Okada to win again.
I could agree with that assessment, certainly. I mean, seems sound to me. Yeah, I mean, you know, anytime I have a contention, I have no qualms about raising it. But I mean, you're speaking all the sense to me right now. And yeah, this should be a stellar main event. And these two know each other so well. I mean, Ashton, I've talked about when AJ Styles first joined the Bullet Club, it was at the expense of Okada. AJ Styles was enraged that Okada was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He said, "Champion? No. Young boy." I mean, just the greatest insult.
Such an insult, yeah, no kidding.
I mean, one man can hurl at another man saying, "You may be world champion, but in my eyes, you have been and forever will be nothing more than a young boy." And AJ would love nothing more than to see Okada trade those 20 pounds of gold for a pair of black trunks and to return to that status. And AJ may make Okada do it by force, but the Rainmaker, he won't go quietly. All the marbles. I mean, we just saw Tanahashi retain his briefcase. You have to imagine whoever wins this match, you've got your Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. And then they even said, road to the Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event.
Yep.
This match, such huge implications for it. And I mean, Ashton, we saw, you know, I think I have the right block here, but correct me if I'm wrong because you did G1 Climax alongside me. We saw AJ Styles versus Tanahashi for winner of the A block. So we've seen those two in the ring before, and we've seen them in the ring together for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So those two no strangers to each other. But when it comes to, what was that?
I was agreeing. I said right.
Yeah, but when it comes to the Wrestle Kingdom stage, I mean, nobody is more intimate with each other, it seems, than Okada and Tanahashi. So, rich history on both sides. I mean, I'll throw you a curveball here, Ashton. If you're Tanahashi, You're going to the back. You're proud that you cheated your way to victory and you rode on the coattails of 3 other people. But when you're watching this match, I mean, who do you hope gets the victory?
Well, I feel like AJ has beaten Tanahashi before, but Tanahashi has beaten Okada more recently. I feel like recently, in recent years, Tanahashi kind of has Okada's number, so I'm probably hoping for Okada to win.
Okay. All right. Well, we hope
And
that
especially if you're Tanahashi and you're the type that always looks for the easy way out.
that's true. I mean, I hope he's enjoying sucking all that scum in the back while he's watching this main event of 2
Why do
people
you
that
keep on
probably.
comparing him to an aquarium snail?
Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe because he's as boring as a snail. Maybe as the personality of a snail. Maybe that's it. And here is the challenger, AJ Styles, leader of the Bullet Club. Though if you ask the Young Bucks, they'd say they're the leaders. I don't really know how I feel about that, but that's another story for another time. And I gotta tell you, all comes down to this. You gotta wonder what AJ Styles is thinking. I mean, this man. See, and when you get in matches like this, I'm not gonna lie, I almost feel like it's preferable to be in a situation like this than to be the winner of G1 Climax. Because here's the thing. Yeah, winning G1 Climax does guarantee you that main event, but we saw Tanahashi have to defend that briefcase not once, but twice. You know, AJ's just got to beat Okada here, and that's it. I think he's on the road. Very few hiccups, if any. So I think AJ's in a most enviable position right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And
We've actually. Oh, it's not the Korakuen Sumo Hall. It's the Ryogoku Sumo Hall. That's my mistake.
okay.
But anyway, as I was getting ready to say, we even talked about it on the final day of G1. Sometimes not being the winner of G1 can be a good thing because if you can win the championship right before Wrestle Kingdom of the following year, then you're guaranteed to go into the main event of that show.
Exactly.
Now, granted, winning said title isn't necessarily easy, but when you're AJ Styles, it just comes naturally.
Exactly. I mean, AJ, again, I really have no animosity towards either party in this match, which has been a rarity tonight because I've really let my hate flag fly towards certain competitors. Taguchi, Tanahashi, just to name a few.
Literally just those two, I think. Well,
I feel like,
and
and
Nakamura
Red
for
Dragon.
whatever reason.
And Red Dragon.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why do you hate so many good performers?
Because they should know their place, and I think they feel like they're better than they actually are. Unlike this man, Kazuchika Okada, and now look at that, sucking up to the referee. Can't really say I approve that referee's a scumbag. I don't know why you'd want to associate with him, especially after the officiating in that last match. But here
I'm
comes
pretty sure it's not the same ref, John.
I thought it was. It looked.
I don't think it is.
Are you positive?
Oh no, of course not. But I just feel like it's a different ref.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I mean, look, all referees in New Japan are horrible, so it really makes no difference. Sucking up is
Wow,
chances.
generalize much?
Deserve it much? Yes, they do actually.
Wow.
And here comes Okada. Look how much better he is than the rest of these people.
I
Amazing.
feel like never mind.
That's right. See, you're starting to learn which hills are worth dying on.
I guess.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, and I don't really want to accuse you of something that isn't necessarily true.
Exactly. Was this about the referee thing?
Yeah,
What were you going to accuse me of?
racism.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it racist. But then
All
again,
Japanese guys look the same.
I see where you're going with it. Look, I've just seen some bad officiating tonight. But you're probably right. I mean, since that one official did get done the last match, it probably is a referee. I just feel like they had a similar haircut, if you want me to tell the truth. Like, that's what I thought was the distinguishing characteristic. Freaking hair, but I'm probably wrong. And for me to say that, I mean, you know, do with it what you will.
Yeah, that's a powerful confession.
But I will say this, that aside, whoever is officiating, it doesn't change the fact that Okada, I mean, I've said it, and I've always
They
meant
should
it.
have gotten old Red Shoes to officiate tonight.
Yeah, was that who was officiating the last contest? Red Shoes, or
No,
no?
I'm pretty sure that was who was officiating the tag match, though, that you hated so much.
Okay.
The Red Dragon match.
Yeah.
You really.
Oh, well, that guy. Wait, no. I guess you said that they all wear red shoes, but Red Shoes himself is a particular characteristic.
Yeah, Red Shoes is an older guy with a gray ponytail.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? Who's ever
He really
officiating?
hates the Bullet Club, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense that he's not officiating this because it would be biased.
Yeah, New Japan doing something right for once. What a shock! And now,
Wow! Implying New Japan does everything else wrong.
well, I mean, letting Hanma get a championship opportunity when he's the biggest loser of them all, screwing Naito out of the Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event, not continuing the match that Roppongi Vice clearly had continued that breakup. Yeah, I'd say they actually hit it out of the park for once. Jerkwads.
What? Jeez, man.
And look at the poise and the focus of Okada.
Okada Kazuchika!
That was actually quite good.
I'll take it.
And one thing I always did mean when we were doing G1 commentary was that Okada really is somebody that I would build a wrestling company around. I mean, he has an amazing look. He's great in ring. He's one of the best right now. His game has never been better. But I think you could say the same for AJ Styles. And I think it's even more of a compliment to AJ because AJ has invested so many years in this business. He is a guy in his late 30s. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
think
about 10 years difference between these guys in age.
Exactly. And I don't think AJ's been any better, Ashton, than he's been right now. It's amazing what leaving a dump like TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, will do for you. I think once AJ left that shithole, his career had a complete revival. That was a real rebirth. Take notes, Matt Sydal.
Oh my god.
It was amazing seeing him lose to Kenny Omega tonight. Kenny
Would
Omega.
it have felt the same if he lost to anyone else?
Well, no, I think Kenny Omega, though, because me and him have similar tastes in how to be a douche, I think it just made it all the sweeter. So
Do you make anime villain cartoony evil faces like he does?
I wish I could. I've never been that good at emoting. I'm actually horrible at taking pictures. I'm very self-conscious. So thank you for bringing that up to the surface. As we now get ready.
Bring your self-consciousness up to the surface.
As we get started now in Okada with
God.
the arm.
Oh, hey, John, do you like hot fudge sundaes? And you're just like, oh, hot fudge sundaes remind me of my dead dog. Thanks for bringing that up.
We have fun together, don't we? I love you. But, yeah, we're working over the arm now. What was that?
I sighed.
Oh, I thought you were agreeing with me. So thanks for, sighing and not agreeing with me. That's furthering the complex.
No, I went, oh, my God.
Oh, stop. John will suffice. As you see now, AJ working over the arm of Okada here.
Well, at least I can prove that you're here.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wow. That felt long and drawn out.
Just like Tanahashi's career.
And John Cena's.
Yes, and John Cena's.
But
at least, but you know what though? At least I respect John Cena because at least he flaunts his wealth. He has a waterfall for a swimming pool. Tanahashi probably pretends by living all modestly and shit. How disgusting. At least own your success.
You think that? Have you ever seen Tanahashi's home?
No, but I'm probably right. I usually am about these things. And
you would make an amazing juror, just so you
know. Guilty of being innocent.
See, Judge, I can just kind of tell sometimes by just looking at someone when they're guilty. And you're dismissed.
Yes! Being a pompous windbag when disability isn't enough to get you off jury duty. Thankfully, though, I haven't had that problem yet. I think it would depend on what case it was, though. If we're talking a parking violation, yeah, I'm out. But if we're talking some kind of robbery or something, yeah, I totally want in. Like, I'm going to get a segment on Court TV.
Oh, my God.
Maybe I'll get to finally get on air of Nancy Grace and tell her what I really think of her. God, she's the worst.
She really is.
Can you imagine that? Now, I just want you to think about the privileged position you're in. You do commentary with me, and I'll be the first one to admit that I have a tendency to be a scumbag. Can you imagine, though, doing commentary with Nancy Grace?
You were just like, let me just point out the privileged position you're in. You get to work for me, okay?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm worth giving up breathing. Get over yourselves. And Okada,
look, John, it wouldn't even have to be you. I feel like those are like two opposite ends of the spectrum. That would be like asking me, look, Ashton, you've got an amazing filet mignon for dinner tonight. Now, would you rather have that or this turd?
You went with something that isn't even in a food group. A nice neck breaker there by Okada.
Unless you're a dog. They love turds.
And see, people, this
especially their own.
This is why me and my cohort in commentary work, he wouldn't replace me with anybody. I mean, somebody could come up to him right now and be like, hey, do you want to do commentary with Adam Cole? And knowing that I'm sitting right here, he would still say no. He would still say no. The fuck is this?
I would probably ask what the actual specs of.
So you would inquire. You would inquire, you skank.
If it was Adam Cole, you would abandon me on the spot.
I'd probably abandon you for less, to be honest. I mean, you know.
Wow. Is it getting on my case for expanding your complex?
Yeah, but it's me. It's me. Like.
But it's Adam Cole.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Are you seriously trying to tell me that you think you're superior to Adam Cole?
Maybe. Oh, I can't even do it. Damn it! But
speaking of Adam Cole, how is he not in New Japan yet?
Because they haven't had the competency to pick up the phone. I mean, well, speaking of competency, that's something that New Japan lacks altogether. So it's really not a surprise in the grand scheme of things. And now Karl Anderson, drive him into the ground. And I can't wait to see Kevin Owens do that to Sami Zayn.
Oh my God.
What? Just because I'm looking forward to something and I'm happy?
Your relentless cheering for awful things to happen to good people is exhausting.
Oh, what? For your moral commentary? I'm sorry for having you put in the work. Look, I enjoy watching Kevin Owens powerbomb people the same way I used to enjoy watching Randy Orton punt people back in 2007. Does that make me awful? Questionable, at best.
Probable.
No, I said questionable.
Probable.
Mr. Adam Cole gets mentioned in the conversation, and suddenly my prospects look even better.
Probable.
Oh, you're probable.
Yeah, I guess that would be an appropriate way of putting it.
Oh, man.
I'm not doubtful, John. At least I'm not doubtful.
Are you trying to insinuate something?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Good. Because one of us needs to be a real journalism. There is a world title match going on. What the hell is wrong with you and your mathematical terms?
Mathematics?
Well, you said probable, which makes me think of probability, which brings me back to math.
Yeah, but you said questionable at first.
Yeah, I know what I said.
These aren't math terms, John. They're football terms.
Oh, my God. And a nice leap over there by AJ and the drop kick there.
Oh, look, AJ Styles did a leapfrog and then a roll over, or an under, and then a drop kick. I've never seen him do that before.
Well, it wasn't about being different. It was just about being in control. And he's certainly in that right now. And look at that look he just gave. Wow.
Oh, he hates the world.
Maybe me and him can start a club.
Oh, my God.
Look, I don't blame AJ. Look at all these disgusting people. I mean, these are people that take sweat-stained towels. They're clearly unsanitary. I don't blame AJ. I want to get out as soon as possible myself.
I feel like one of our commenters is going to say something, and it's going to turn out that you just insulted an entire culture by saying that.
What? I'm just saying, like, it was three people. Those three people are unsanitary, and clearly I don't have a high opinion of Sumo Hall as a whole. But you know what? I mean, New Japan, and I should say Japanese wrestling fans, their culture is a bit different. I don't really know if that's like a common thing, like accepting gifts and whatnot from the wrestlers, because I know they do stay quiet during matches, though they did pop quite a bit for Tanahashi. So, I've always appreciated the cultural divide, though. Japan's awesome.
Wow, way to backhoe your way out.
Hey, look, man, I've always had respect for Japanese wrestling and Japanese wrestling culture. We could take a page from them. I'm just saying Sumo Hall, when they cheer for people like Tanahashi, that they need to just be recalibrated a little bit. They don't know any better. They're ignorant.
Calibrated in a forceful way, though?
Yes. By any means necessary, yes. And now, AJ's still in control.
Wasn't that like a Nazi salute?
Wow, really?
By any means necessary? I feel like it was.
No. No, I think you're mistaken there. And we're veering into very uncomfortable territory once Nazis and Hitler starts getting involved, though that seems to be quite commonplace for the internet. if Hitler doesn't get invoked somewhere down the line, then this conversation was way too civil.
Oh no, it's Jean-Paul Sartre.
Oh, yeah, French phenomenologist and existentialist philosopher.
Yeah. Wow, you are so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, he it's a translation of a phrase used by him.
Oh, well, see, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know that came from him. Honestly, I'm used to that
Malcolm
being
X.
Malcolm X, yeah, Malcolm X, and in anarchist circles, like revolutionary anarchists.
Yeah.
But yeah, to know that Sartre had that phrase, yeah, he's really amazing. I enjoy his work. And AJ there, just working that rest hold.
No one does rest holds better.
You know what though? I mean, but I will backpedal a little bit on New Japan. I don't even think it's the audience's fault. I think it's just the sheer suckitude of Matt Striker infecting everybody else. So and Kevin Kelly because he's kind of a wet carrot. So oh, what an uppercut though by Okada.
Yeah, how weird is it that they decided to go with the weak link of the ROH and Lucha Underground announce teams?
I know. It's like, hey, you have the personality of a wet carrot, and hey, you're about as interesting as watching paint dry. Let's work together.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like commentary is supposed to be background noise, so
That's true.
I definitely would have preferred Carino over Kelly, though. I will say that.
Carino is wonderful, especially when he cries because his son walked over to the dark side. What a
And
loser of a
and when
father.
he yells "Super Kick,"
Yes.
that's my favorite Carino-ism.
Uh, you know what? Now that I've really gotten into my interview, I'm probably gonna give BJ Whitmer a call, see if we can reconcile. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll be in the works.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, maybe BJ Whitmer got a bad shake. Maybe Steve Carino, maybe if he put his back into being a good father as much as he does saying the word super kick, his son Colby wouldn't be in this situation.
So, would you actually hang out with BJ Whitmer?
Why not? He has great taste. He's a smart guy. He
I'm
leads a
just
great
saying,
faction.
how would you tolerate being in the vicinity of that face for more than 30 seconds without
You mean
being
that
assaulted?
you mean that face of greatness and that actually guides and grooms winners? I think very easily, actually.
Winners?
Yeah, well, I mean, look
Who
at
that he
Adam.
has guided and or groomed has ever gone on to become a winner?
Well, Adam Page is on the fast track.
Is he a winner though?
Yes,
Not really.
yes.
I
Now,
feel like
hey,
you're just saying yes to be contrarian now.
hey. I know I'm saying yes because it's wait for it, fact. And
But
AJ,
not really though.
oh my God. And now, oh, but AJ Vault, wow, what a vault over. Oh, AJ's been wrestling a picture perfect match so far, but Okada there, oh wow, that could be game changing.
No, not so perfect anymore there, bud.
Hey, I'll just say,
Oh, the guardrail
oh,
hung DDT.
God.
Oh, brutal. That sounded
Oh,
fun. I feel like I overemphasized the T there.
I think you did just fine. But yeah, Adam Page is definitely a winner.
I mean, I think he's a talented kid, but you have to wonder how much better he would have been had he been, I don't know, managed by someone that's actually talented, like maybe, I don't know, Truth Martini
Are
instead
you
of
say,
Jay Whitmer.
are you saying BJ Whitmer isn't talented?
That is correct.
You hush your mouth.
I
And
will
now,
not.
I said hush your
I
mouth.
won't!
And now Okada back in here because one of us
Not
has to
raise
be
your
real
voice,
journalism.
man.
I just did deal with it. I'm being a real journalism right now, and AJ grabs the rope.
Okay, commentary on a wrestling match is not the same as journalism.
Hey, you don't get to define terms right now, okay? You lost that privilege.
When?
Just now. I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to ask that question.
I want a clarification on when this privilege was revoked.
Oh, and now AJ.
It's
Oh,
been revoked.
I think you got the wrong movie, Peter. Oh, I'll have what she's having. Close enough.
Wow. I find it funny that you only know that line from Family Guy.
I know.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of sad.
Really? Coming from the guy that cheers for future ex-Intercontinental Champion and Shinsuke Nakamura, and I'm the one who's sad?
Did you say X?
That's right.
How X?
Well, because he's going to lose it to Karl Anderson.
Okay, but losing something in the future makes you the current champion, not X.
Well, that's he's gonna lose the belt in the future, making him in the future an ex-Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, in the future, but now, I mean, even if you want to say it this way, he's a future ex-Intercontinental Champion, which is just the same as being the current Intercontinental Champion.
Well, guess what? He's a current failure as well. How about that? A nice
The
forearm there by
failure,
AJ.
an Intercontinental Champion, you fool!
He's only Intercontinental Champion because he cheated against Goto, and now that he's facing a superior
How did he
athlete,
cheat
Karl
against Goto?
Look, he obviously got off one of those knees of his when the referee, was down, and he raked the eyes first to set it up perfectly, and that's how he won. At least that's how I remember the match. And now that Karl Anderson
is so active.
and now that Karl Anderson is stepping up to the plate, and you can't deal with it because, like Nakamura, you wouldn't be able to stand up to Karl Anderson. All of you Shinsuke Nakamura fans are in a huff about it. Oh no, not Shinsuke. Yes, Shinsuke, deal with it.
Wow.
And now look at AJ. The confidence, the poise, the control. And is he
like if your logic was as active as your imagination, this might be an interesting conversation.
Oh, really? We're still stuck on that? Yeah.
And now, nice.
Wasn't that
the back of the head on the knee? That looks so painful.
Wasn't that what he calls heavy rain, or is that something else?
No, heavy rain is a Death Valley driver.
Oh, that's right. And then the red ink is that submission hold.
Yeah, the cross-legged STF.
Yeah, that's right. And now Okada, he may have turned the tide there with that move.
I think he does have a name for that neck breaker over the knee, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of it.
I always just call it the reverse neck breaker, I think.
Maybe it was the rainfall or something. I don't know.
The rainfall. Now you're just reaching.
Hey, I'm trying over here, unlike some people that get stuck on my apparent logic issues. And he's countered.
Yeah, it's just the reverse neck breaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm reading, and it's the over-the-shoulder, back-to-belly pile driver onto the knee. So, yeah, that's what it is. The reverse neck breaker.
And now AJ here. Oh, look at that wheelbarrow face buster.
Oh, I haven't seen him do that ever before either.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah, it was. He doesn't.
You proud of yourself?
Every single match, John.
You proud of yourself?
Should I be?
No.
I'm not.
Good. All right, so we're on the same page for once. And AJ now still in control.
Can I just point out, I know this is completely random and a lot of people aren't going to give a crap, but I mean, if we didn't lose every single one of our viewers just randomly talking about BJ Whitmer, I don't think this is going to lose anyone either. I love the text that New Japan uses in the top left for their lettering.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
I don't even know what it says, but I just like the way the font looks.
Oh, wait a minute. Bloody
no, never mind.
And now, Styles Clash, could it be?
Styles Clash! No.
Oh, and now, still stuffing the attempt.
He almost sandbagged him there. That was weird. He
just
kicks him and goes for it again.
Oh, wow, okay. I can't really.
It's like a really weird modified tombstone.
Yeah, and that was close, though.
That was like a lazy tombstone. Like, okay, fine. You won't let me do the clash. I'm just going to drop you on your head instead.
Now Karl Anderson just...
Because somehow getting dropped with all of your body weight on the top of your head is less painful than just having your face driven into the mat.
Exactly. Now AJ Styles is going to go on...
Those faces are way more sensitive than heads.
Could it be the Springboard 450?
No, man, maybe, probably.
Yeah. And, Okada moved out of the way.
Did you like my thought progression on that? No, maybe, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I went from 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds.
And Okada now, he's rolling to the outside. And, he's going to go to the top rope here. Dropkick? Crossbody? I'm trying to think.
Elbow drop.
Oh, elbow. Oh, wow. Oh, drop kick.
You called it drop kick. That was beautiful, too.
That wasn't even from the top rope. That was on the rope. That was like a springboard style.
Yeah, that was really cool. I haven't seen it. See, John, now this is the point where I get to actually say I actually haven't seen Okada do that before.
Look at you.
See, it's called building up to something. It's a basic storytelling trick. Learn it.
Wow!
No, you did it. You're
Hey,
taking a page out of my WoW book.
yeah, one of the more well-written chapters. And now Okada.
Oh, are there any poorly written chapters in that book, John?
Yeah, it's called Your Face. And now,
Wow.
and we go right back to it. And now both men get right back up.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure no one's watching this anymore.
they're like John's gone heel, fuck that. And oh man, everybody in this arena
Either nobody's watching this anymore, or everyone just stayed listening because they had no clue what the hell was going on.
We haven't really even paid attention to the match, if you want to be honest. I mean, like,
attention to the stuff that AJ Styles does in every match that he's done in this match.
And look at Okada's
from Okada, and now they're doing forearms.
I mean, I've been watching the match, I promise you. So, like, I've been following it the entire time.
It's I mean, I have mine pulled up on full screen. It's really easy to get distracted when we have VJ Whitmer to talk about.
Right.
Oh, look at Okada, though.
And all of these people should feel privileged that two great titans of this industry are competing for the world title.
I wonder if people would listen if we just put out a podcast of us just talking shit. Just constant, just literally no actual theme to the podcast, just John and Ashton saying whatever the hell they want to say for an hour.
That would escalate so quickly. You'd be like, welcome to today's episode. I'd be like, shut up, bitch. And then you'd be like, wow, not even wasting any time, are you, John? I mean, no, every hour, every episode would just be a senseless whirlpool of hurt and just chaos and everything else.
Well, when I say talking shit, I don't mean literally like trash talk. Oh, Rainmaker!
Oh, we got it. Oh, man. 1, 2. Oh, and look at Karl Anderson.
Karl Anderson, you dog, you.
That's the value of the Bullet Club and Okada. They're taking Karl Anderson out. And now, Doc Gallows eating the ring post.
Where's Tamatonga? He's out there.
Yeah, maybe he's keeping his distance.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get done to him what happened to Doc Gallows and, Karl Anderson.
Well, I think not only that, I think it's good strategy. You keep a bullet or two in the chamber. Or keep a bullet or two in the club, if you will.
Member or two in the chamber.
Yeah. And now, Okada here, what's he thinking? I know he's going to dive over everybody.
Oh, so much for the Bullet Club member in the chamber. Now everyone's down and out.
Well, see,
but it's given AJ so much time to recover.
It really has. And Okada, when he comes in, I can't imagine that he'd be all together. I mean, you look at this replay, it seemed like Okada's head really hit the floor hard on contact.
You think so? It looked almost like a top of the back thing.
Well, top of the back, and it seemed like he did fold up a little bit. So you got to wonder what that took out of Okada. And AJ, though, still on the ground. I thought he would have regained a vertical base by now, but it just shows you how powerful the Rainmaker is. Only one man's kicked out of it, and that was Tanahashi. Karl Anderson knew he had to get in there. And now, AJ, this is a pivotal moment here. They're on the top rope. Oh, could it be Bloody Sunday from the top rope?
No way.
I'm thinking he's thinking about it. Unless he hooks that arm around, then we know it's a superplex. I think AJ's thinking Bloody Sunday, and oh, wow.
No, it's just a superplex.
Well, it was a modified superplex, if anything, because he didn't have the arm hooked around. That was all head, and oh, he's still kicked out anyway.
So maybe like a top rope brainbuster, you think?
Like a brainbuster? I think he meant for it to be a Bloody Sunday, but there's only so much you can make it look like it from the top rope.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. I should stop analyzing.
No, that's all right. No, I mean, that's what's so great about you. But, I mean, you got a point. I just think AJ had an intention. He executed that as well as he could. And even though Okada kicked out, it puts AJ in a very advantageous position.
Yeah, but Okada did kick out, though.
He did kick out. And then think about this. It gives the Bullet Club members time to recover. In fact, I think I see Doc Gallows up looking at everything. So AJ bought himself more time, and he may have bought himself more opportunity to steal a win here.
But it's okay for him to steal a win.
Well, obviously. He's better than everyone else.
But Nakamura isn't?
Yeah, Nakamura sucks.
Oh, my God. You're so blasphemous.
Hey, you brought it up, man. You knew this is where it was going to go. All right? Nobody... Rolls through. Oh, he wants it.
Body drop.
He wants it. Oh, no. The free leg, though.
Okada kicks out of it.
Okada. I will be shocked if AJ wins the championship because I would have bet the house on Okada
Uh-oh,
and
he'll...
Tanahashi.
No. Yes, calf killer.
Calf killer by AJ.
He's got to work his way up to the toes. I don't think he's going to, though. I think Okada's going to get to the rope before he gets a chance to.
But AJ,
AJ's...
look at that.
Oh,
He's
he's
elevating them.
close.
Oh,
He's halfway.
he's almost got it.
Oh,
I think he
man.
actually has it, yeah.
He does. Yep.
Oh, wow, it is hooked in deep.
No.
Now
He doesn't
alleviate
have...
some of the
He needs to
pressure.
get his other hand up to the toes.
Oh,
But no.
nice counter by Okada. Look at Okada reversing.
He still does have it locked in, though.
Okada trying to hang on.
God, that looks insanely painful.
It does. AJ's got control here. Oh, man. Okada trying to... Okada, did he reverse? No, I think AJ
No.
still has dominant
Yeah,
position.
he did, actually.
Picks the leg. Oh, Rainmaker.
Oh, Rainmaker.
Oh,
No.
AJ. Oh, AJ going back to it. Brilliant counter by AJ.
Wow.
Brilliant counter by AJ.
That was so smart. And now they're right in the middle of the ring, dead center.
Exactly. And look at AJ really putting the torque on it now.
Oh, man.
The table has been set.
Work
All
your way
Okada,
up with both hands, AJ. You're not getting enough torque on it.
all Okada has to do is tap. But he's not going to. That's what being the world champion means to Okada.
Oh, man. It's so close. He's so close to tapping out. He's in excruciating pain. You can see it on his face.
And think about this, Ashton. Even if Okada doesn't tap out, the damage that does to the leg.
Karl Anderson's in the ring.
Well, Karl Anderson, look, he's part of the team, damn it. A tap! Tap! Oh, Okada gets there.
Wow, that was so close. It looked like he was going to tap, and then he said, no, screw it, and he shot himself towards the ropes.
That was a gut check for Kazuchika Okada, and I can say that he passed it because he's still in this match.
Yeah.
But the damage done to his leg, if you can't plan it and really get the support for that Rainmaker, it may only be a matter of time before AJ Styles regains the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, I believe, for what would be a second time.
Yeah, his left leg is his plant leg.
And now AJ, look at that, going right back on it. But
oh my God, no!
Went for it one too many times.
Oh
one too
God,
many times.
tombstone!
Pile driver, but the leg.
The knee. Yeah, the knee is in so much pain, and I guess the calf.
And that's
the name of the submission, right?
Exactly. And Ashton, that's exactly why I brought up, even if Okada doesn't tap out, this is still good for AJ. AJ really didn't suffer a net loss by using that maneuver. Sure, he expended energy. That's a net loss for any move. But I feel like when you do something like that and you take out a guy's body part, I mean, the benefits you reap more than outweigh any negatives.
Absolutely. Especially when you have it locked in as long as he did.
Oh, yeah, that was a prolonged calf killer by AJ Styles. And hey, I've said it so many times tonight, I'm not about to backtrack. You do whatever you need to do to win a championship. If he tore every muscle in that leg, you gotta do what you gotta do. And if it's Okada, you're the champion for a reason. You just gotta suck it up and deal with it. And he's doing that. He's doing that. So that's not a criticism of Okada. He stood in the fight. He got to the ropes. But now can he capitalize on it is the question. And these two now exchanging forearms. Both on their knees. You have to imagine, Ashton, whoever regains a vertical base first will probably win this match. It's going to, I think, really dictate the pace. Potentially. And Okada using AJ to pick himself back up, and you can even see that leg a little bit shaky. And now AJ shoving Okada off, and look at the flurry of strikes. Backhand.
Back fist.
Goes forward.
Oh, Rainmaker. No.
Again.
Backslide.
No. Rolls through, though. Rolls through.
He wanted to set up the clash, but the Hurricane Rana from Okada.
Pele.
Pele. Oh, my God.
Okada staggers.
This sequence, though.
AJ, I guarantee you one Styles clash will be all it takes to beat Okada. But
and I would say the same on the other side. One Rainmaker.
I mean, yeah, he already hit one, and it would have gotten the job done if it wasn't for Karl Anderson looking out for his teammate.
Yeah.
But you're right, too. Especially if the ring positioning is strong. That'll do AJ in. AJ, again, thinking Styles clash. He's got to get it here.
Okada has blocked every attempt at a Styles clash.
And Okada
he's going for another reverse. Oh, another tombstone.
AJ reverses. No. All right to the leg.
Back to the leg. How smart is that?
was that? And now, again.
Oh!
No,
No?
again. My God, how
Oh
many
my
counters here?
goodness. Just drop
How,
him. Yeah, that's smart. Just drop him.
how many counters in this match? And, oh, wow.
These guys have known each other now for well over a year. They're very familiar with each other.
Exactly, but Okada's head just colliding with that rope. And, oh, the uppercut. And
Oh my god.
normally I'd say advantage AJ when you're on the top rope, but Okada had that vertical base. That uppercut may have just knocked the wind out of his sails. And now what's Okada thinking about? Oh my God. Okada. No way. Okada, is he thinking, oh, AJ, they're still fighting. And Okada better be careful because this could also be a Styles clash off the top rope.
Oh god.
And with the bad leg, I mean, AJ, I think, would have the strength advantage. Wouldn't you
I
agree?
think Okada might go for a heavy rain off this.
I would have to agree with you. And, oh, AJ gets straddled there.
Or a reverse neck breaker. I don't know.
If he gets the heavy rain, I don't even think AJ Styles would kick out, but AJ fighting with everything he's got with the
Yeah.
chops.
Oh my god, those chops are brutal.
Man, oh man, and oh, look at
Oh!
that. Tosses AJ off. Rainmaker!
Rainmaker, that's it!
He got it. AJ, though, still
AJ's getting
standing.
back up? What is he
And
doing?
another one. Two.
AJ, just stay down!
And now AJ, though, still getting up. Oh, this is going to do it here. Rainmaker. And now he got it.
Oh
There it
my
is.
god, he turned him inside out. It's over.
1, 2, 3 count. Okada retains.
Wow.
AJ
His knee,
Styles.
though, you've got to imagine his knee is still in a lot of pain.
AJ Styles, it'll feel like a lump of glass in his throat anytime he wants to call Okada young boy in the future. He'll have to know that when he calls him that, he got beat by a person he views as a young boy here tonight. I think Okada just beat the respect out of AJ Styles.
Or into him.
Or into him, exactly. And Okada, still your world champion. And folks, with that, I think you have your Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event in clear view. It'll be Tanahashi versus Okada. Yet again, a return from last year's Wrestle Kingdom. And man, what a matchup. Those counters, that counter sequence, Ashton, when AJ was so hungry for that Styles clash. I'll be honest, there were times I really thought we were going to get a title change. But Okada persevered. And now, yeah, that's it. Oh,
Wow.
what do you think?
I don't know what to think, man. I don't know what to think. This is a really, really crazy show.
Yeah, it really was.
Man.
Some phenomenal matchups.
Absolutely.
And considering that the phenomenal one is being taken out of here, no shame on AJ's part. He gave Okada the fight of his life. And now look at that trophy, I guess signifying he is going to Wrestle Kingdom. So
I
there
guess
you
so.
go.
I mean, you have to wonder if Okada has to defend his title at all between now and Wrestle Kingdom, though.
I mean, it's only October.
I know that November has another pay-per-view, but I don't think he has to defend it. Oh, no. In November is Nakamura versus Karl Anderson.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. Man, I don't know. I think all of December is going to be taken up by the G1 Tag League.
Right.
So
there you have it. You have your
yeah,
Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event.
I guess so. Wow, that's crazy.
Okada Tanahashi.
Of course. Again.
Hey, you even called it at the end of Wrestle Kingdom 9, so I know you're not surprised by this.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm a little bit disappointed just because I was hoping for a swerve. I was hoping for something that I didn't expect, and I was expecting this.
I really was hoping for Naito Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 10. If you want the honest truth, now that we know what the Wrestle Kingdom 10 is, I'll let you know right now. The Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event I wanted was Okada versus Naito. That was the match I wanted.
That would have been really, really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, really, and the only reason I didn't say AJ Styles versus Naito is we already got that match at Wrestle Kingdom 9, and it probably would have even been better because Naito didn't have this gimmick then. I just really wanted to see Okada and Naito, but we got our main event, folks.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I mean, this was a really fun show, and I'll tell you what. Okada fought hard for this win. He's definitely more honorable of a win than Tanahashi's, I would say that.
Oh, completely agree.
After all, Tanahashi needed 4 guys to beat 2, so.
Oh, now look at this, hogging the
And of course,
spotlight.
no, you
Speaking
know
of the,
what? You know what, John? He does this for attention. We're just going to ignore it and act like he doesn't even exist because he doesn't deserve our attention.
fair enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun to commentate, to live react, whatever you want to call it, to the King of Pro Wrestling pay-per-view. And we probably won't do another New Japan show until Wrestle Kingdom 10, honestly. So we will see you all for that. And of course, if you're not new to my channel and you just kind of stick around for everything, we'll see everyone for our first ever episode of a Lucha Underground Luchador Spotlight tomorrow, where we will be covering Chavo Guerrero Jr.'s path in Lucha Underground Season 1.